We're headed to Austin today, where I've been asked by Colonel Allen West to speak on constitutional carry. And this is one of my favorite issues. It's one of the things that we have to do here in Texas. We have to take the lead on our gun rights. And constitutional carry, other states have already enacted it. And it's time for Texas to take back the lead. Everybody thinks that Texas is the most gun-friendly state there is. Well, there's things that we can do to improve it, and other states have beat us to it. And promoting constitutional carry is one of those things. And the other thing is, and we'll talk more about that in another episode, is an upcoming bill from Steve Toth, which is House Bill 112, where he wants to make Texas where they don't recognize any more federal firearms laws. Basically, what we're doing is we're setting the priorities for the Republican Party of Texas. We're going to have speakers that are pro-life and pro-gun and such as that, and I'm excited about it. Hello everyone, my name is Stephen Williford, and some of you have come to know me as the Barefoot Defender. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about my story. On November 5th, 2017, a madman came into Sutherland Springs, Texas and started shooting at the heart of our town. These little small towns, their churches are the heart and the soul of the town. He started shooting and killing people in Sutherland Springs. My daughter made me aware of what was going on. I ran to my safe, I grabbed my AR-15 and I ran across the street and engaged in gunfire. We're here today at the Texas Capitol to fight for our rights. Fight for our rights, our Second Amendment, fight for the ability to own the same kind of gun that I used that day to defend my community, my friends, my family.
I'm so thankful to have this platform. I'm just an internet personality, which means I am unemployed but popular. My name is Chad Prather. It's good to be with you guys. One of the things I'm tired of is traveling across this country as I do, and people asking me the question, why? Why is Texas not doing things that other states are doing? Why isn't Texas leading the way? Why is Texas, for instance, more like South Dakota during these lockdowns and shutdowns? And I'm ashamed to say that Texas isn't the Texas that most Texans think it is these days. I don't want to be compared to South Dakota. And God bless Governor Christie Noem up there. She's doing a fantastic job. She's a great lady, person of integrity, great leader. But I don't want to be compared to those places. Those other states don't have their own toast. They don't have waffle irons. Their girls don't wear bikinis that look like they're flags. This is, by God, Texas. And one of those things is we're lagging behind in this concept of liberty when it comes to constitutional carry. 30 other states are already doing this, and I certainly don't want to be compared to Oklahoma, God bless them. This is Texas. And I'm tired of Texans being treated like children, whether it comes from mask mandates or to carrying firearms. We're a people of liberty, we're people who lead the way in liberty, but we're also a people of responsibility, and nobody leads the way like Texas does. And no greater example than a true Texas hero standing right here beside me from a little town called Sutherland Springs. Y'all please make welcome Mr. Stephen Williford.
Thank you very much, Chad. First, I want to say that whoever it is that put us in line on priorities, why in the world did you ask us to follow Abby? I want to talk a little bit about Texas and priorities and stuff, and about constitutional carry, because we are at a moment in history where we are going to have to make a stand. We are at a moment in history where Colorado and Oregon and California and other states are legalizing illegal substances, and the federal government ignores that, but wants to take your guns away from you. I will not comply. Can I get an I will not comply? Every year, there are more and more constitutional carry states in this country, and Texas is not one of them. And I go all around the country and I speak and I help people talk about security and stuff. And yeah, Texas law is better than most of them. But we should be leading. It's time for constitutional carry. And it's time to tell the federal government, I will not comply. I want to talk a little bit about another one, and they told me I could. Find your state representative and tell them that you want House Bill 112. Steve Toth. Steve Toth has promoted House Bill 112. It says Texas will not recognize any more federal firearms laws. We will not comply. On November 5th, 2017, a crazy man came to our church and started shooting and killing people. I ran to my safe and I pulled out an AR-15, the same kind of gun that they want to ban. And I ran across the street, and God protected me, and God spoke to me that day. And I had a shootout with a crazy madman. And after I was through shooting and he was running down the road, I'm looking around thinking, this can't end this way. I ran over to a man that was parked at a stop sign and tapped on his window and said, that man just shot up the Baptist church and we have to stop him. Anywhere in this world, somebody witnessing something like that and running over and tapping on the window, he would have put his foot on the floor, accelerated, and ran off and left me standing. Any sane person would have left me standing. But the next thing this is Texas. We're not known for our sanity. A little bit of honor and duty. The next thing I heard was the locks come open on Johnny Langenford's truck. I did not know him. He welcomed me into his truck, and we gave chase for 11.6 miles before the killer shot himself and killed himself. I'm okay with that. I say that because I used an AR-15, the same gun that they want to ban, and they want to make sure that you can't have, to protect your family, your friends, your neighbors, your community, your state, and your country with. I will not comply. Repeat it again, I will not comply. This is Texas. I will not comply. When they came into Gonzales to take the cannon away, what did they tell him? Come and take it. Thank you very much. Please stand. Talk to your state representatives and state senators. Let's make this happen.
Thank you, sir.
So we had a great rally here today. We talked about priorities, we talked about, making Texas where we can't be affected by some of the federal gun laws that might be coming. We talked about constitutional carry, which is near and dear to my heart. So what we're going to do with the vlog is I'm going to try to be real informative. I'm going to try to inform you about laws that are coming up, and I'm going to encourage you to go and get in contact with your state representatives, whether it's your state senator or your state representative, and stay in contact with them and push for these pro-gun laws and push against these anti-gun laws. And we're going to review some guns, we're going to do some shooting, we're going to have some fun. We're going to tell you guys where to go to get ammunition, talk to politicians and celebrities. We're just going to have a good time, hanging out under the shade tree, shooting just like a couple of good old boys. I'm Stephen Williford, the Barefoot Defender.